This is the parish church in Lapford, and I've arrived here just as a thunderstorm arrived. You can hear it rumbling in the background, and we're having some torrential rain. Immediately outside the church stands the War Memorial, and on here we have 25 names from the First World War. On another side we have the three names from the Second World War, and there is one more name here, so whether that's the 26th from the First War, I'm not quite sure, but he's remembered anyway. And on another part of the memorial we have one who died in 1982 in the Falklands Island conflict. The tower of this church dates back to the 15th century, as does the main body of the church, but that will have been renovated several times, particularly in the Victorian period. The towers tended to remain much as they were built. So you're looking at a tower that stood here for 500 years. So let's check out the interior of the church. Well, the inside of the church is very dark, and I can't find any way of turning on any lights. So we'll just see what the camera can do with the low light. One of the first things we notice is the elaborate decoration on the pews. And then the carving in the wood screen. And then the elaborate decoration on part of the ceiling. There is a board listing the 25 men who gave their lives in the First World War. And just beneath that, the names of 3 more who died in the Second War. We also have a record of the rectors of Lapford, and these are listed from the year 1310. This is to Francis Rowe, 1917, aged 78, and Sarah Ann, his wife, who died in 1935. Nearby is a rather older one. This is Harriet Crocker, relict of the late William Crocker of Sherborne in Dorset. She died in 1859. Some detailed carving on this stone at the top. See if I can close up on that for you. And it's in memory of Reed Partridge, who died in 1905. And next to it is a smaller stone. This is the dearly loved son of H&G Partridge, John. 1932, he was 4 years and 9 months. John Burbridge of Lapford, 1889, aged 66. And Jane, his wife, who died aged 90 in 1918. And at the bottom we've got their daughter Eliza Orwell. Not a large graveyard. This is in a polished marble stone. William Webber, who died at Easton Barton, 1906, aged 56. And then his wife Louise Ann, who followed in 1915. Another one in this very smooth black slate type stone. Doesn't seem to attract the lichen at all and preserves the inscription very well. This is Sarah Sanders of Heathfield, Lapford, 1911, aged 49. And then her daughter, 1975, aged 77. No mention of Sarah's husband. This is to Walter Ulford, 1936, aged 76, and his wife Mary. Now, I'm sure you can hear that. The thunder is almost a continuous rumble in the background. Near the church door is this large horizontal tomb with inscriptions on at least two faces of it. Here we have John Kelland of Kelland and of Debathy, Devon, son of John and Mary Ann Kelland. Died 1862, aged 37 years. And rather a lot more details about other members of the family beneath that. And over on this side we have Richard Kelland of Lapford and of Spestos in Bow. I've not heard of that. Died 1822, aged 86, followed by Eleanor and more Kellands beneath. This is a very elaborate tombstone with these swirling floral vine type design at the top, split into two parts. We've got Elizabeth Dart and then her husband Samuel Dart. I'm trying to see the dates there, 1883, 1870 something. May come out better on the camera than with the eye. And a couple of names beneath there. This one is in the shape of a shield and commemorates James Vickery, the husband of Louisa Vickery, 1928, aged 76. And then beneath that, on the rectangular one beneath, we have Louisa, 1941. Just something a little different. This cross is quite elaborately carved on the face of it. And you still hear that thunder rolling around. We go down to the bottom here. It's Elizabeth Fanny Tucker, 1914, aged 53. By the porch of the church is the figure of Christ on a cross. And down here we have a name. Alphan Surtees Alphan, priest, sometimes rector of this parish, 1931. And beneath that, Bertha Emma Alpham. A strange one here alongside the church wall. It looks like a sort of stone bowl with a drain plug in the middle. To the memory of Ivy Ellen Cruz, 1891 to 1935, and Leslie Wilfrid Cruz, 1888 or 68, who died in 1951. I'm not quite sure what this was supposed to do. Down at the far end of this small churchyard we have a little bit of an extension where the later burials are taking place, but even that looks pretty full now. Up against the tree is Ellen Crook, 1928, aged 71, and then Thomas Crook, 1949. One of the older ones, just a very square piece of stone. James Vickery. He departed in 1830, aged 62. This one at a bit of an angle is Richard Bellman, son of Thomas and the late somebody Batman. And the date is difficult to see, 1840. And the thunder continues in the background. Another one with some elaborate decoration at the top of the stone. And this one is to Ellen, the wife of James Turner of Parsonage Farm, 1924, aged 59. This is in the smooth stone. Eliza, wife of Thomas Boatfield, late of Broadridge Farm, Morchard Bishop. Morchard Bishop is the next town, village along. Died 1929, aged 84. And then Thomas, who died in 1931, aged 88. This is Mary Cornell, wife of John Cornell, 1885, aged 68. Wow, that was close. And here we have a war grave. Private D. Henderson, 2nd Battalion, London Regiment, Royal Fusiliers, 1917. And we have some more Kellans here. Robert Kelland, 1841, and Tryphene Kelland, 1850. Another quite large grave here for the Kelland family. Sugar. That made me jump. Sorry if the camera wobbled. I think I'm going to call this a day. Anyway, this one is Christopher Kelland. The storm is definitely getting closer. Christopher Kelland. Well, that's my visit to the church in Lapford. I'm going to draw it to closure now. The storm is certainly getting close. It's almost overhead now. It's worth visiting. I'm sure on a nice day it'll look far better than it does today. I'm glad I came. Till the next time.